Today, Wisconsin Friends Explore are in good company of Dan Adams and the Friends of Hank Aaron Bike Trail. Welcome to the FWSP network of friends in the Wisconsin Friends Explore. My name is Randy Paskey, and I'm a member of the Friends of Wisconsin State Parks, and I've been a member for, 6 years. And up until this year, the Friends of Wisconsin State Parks had a friends group get together, which was usually in early autumn, where awards were distributed to outstanding friends groups, members, park superintendents, and so on. The Friends of Wisconsin State Parks and the Wisconsin Friends Explorer wishes to congratulate all of the nominees this year.
Sure.
Earlier this year, Dan Adams, chairperson of the Friends of Hank Aaron State Trail, received a Hero Award from the Friends of Wisconsin State Parks for Outstanding Individual Friends Member. Following is a nomination for Dan. Dan has led a 15-person board as president and has added a wealth of people to the board during this time. He has helped to create a diverse board to include people of different ethnic backgrounds, younger people, and active people who have followed his leadership to improve the state trail in so many ways. Dan always has new ideas, always listens to members and their ideas, and makes the trail one that the 400,000 people who live within 2 miles of the trail can enjoy using. Dan, welcome to the FWSP Wisconsin Friends Explore Network.
Thank you, Randy, and thank you for the award. It's a great honor that I share, obviously, with all my fellow board members and everyone who uses and takes care of the Hank Aaron State Trail.
Dan, first of all, Dan, thank you for taking time out of your day for a chat. It's my hope that chatting with you will inspire others outside of the southeastern Wisconsin area to try out the Hank Aaron State Trail. Currently, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources doesn't have enough funding to plow the entire trail. However, partners of the city of Milwaukee generally plow out sections of the trail. So during the spring, summer, and fall, what's in store for both the newbie, such as me, and the experienced biker, as both of us would venture out into the trail?
Well, what I can say, and what we like to say about the Hank Aaron State Trail, is that the trail will take you there, meaning that we have a number of major destinations in Milwaukee County and city of Milwaukee that are all within easy, short access of the trail. So whether you're going to Summerfest or the Third Ward on the East End, the Harley-Davidson Museum, Potawatomi Bingo and Casino, Mitchell Park Domes, Miller Park. It's actually a great way to go to a Brewers game and beat all the traffic. Go right up, the trail goes right by Miller Park. The VA Veterans, which is a great historic center, which is going under some rehabilitation right now. State Park, I actually take my kids to State Park via the Hank Aaron State Trail, because just like Miller Park, you can ride right up to the front door on your bike and park and go right in. And then on the west end, it connects to a number of, pretty close to the Milwaukee County Zoo, as well as a number of other trail systems. So it's really a hub right in the middle, right across Milwaukee County, in the middle of our state's largest urban center. So if you're out biking, walking, jogging, getting to all those destinations via the trail is one of the best ways to do so, for sure.
Dan, it sounds like a fabulous trail. And when I lived in southeastern Wisconsin, Menominee Falls, having been a teacher there for 33 years, I'm not sure that the entire Hank Aaron Trail was there, since that was, gosh, I retired in 2002. So it sounds absolutely amazing. And one of these days I'll get there.
Yeah, well, and Randy, if I can say, if you retired in 2002, that would have been about the time when the trail was just getting started. So we are one of the newer state park properties. And actually, when I got involved with the board of the Friends group, I don't even know now, 6, 7, 8 years ago, it was kind of as they were finally finishing assembling the entire trail. So now I'm happy to say, actually, as of just this last year, we've completed the entire trail that'll take you from Lake Michigan on the east end and Discovery World and the lakefront down there, all the way to the Waukesha County border on 124th Street in Blue Mound on the west side. So now the whole trail is complete, along with a number of little kind of side routes and loops that'll take you to neat places.
That's marvelous. The Hank Aaron State Trail has a sizable board, I think 15 people, maybe?
Yeah, right around there.
Probably it's larger than some.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you and the executive committee encourage participation and maintain that high level of commitment that the Hank Aaron Trail seems to have?
Well, that's a good question. There's a lot of different kind of ways to go about engaging people in the board. And whether it's through direct board service or through kind of subcommittees, we have a number of committees that are mostly made up of board members, but we like to pull in additional folks. So for example, we have a committee for our Run Walk, which is our biggest annual fundraiser and event on the trail. We have a committee of stewardship groups, which is great partnerships with, we have a number of businesses along the trail, because certain portion, especially kind of the middle third and the original section that was first built of the trail, goes through the Menominee Valley here in Milwaukee, which is a newly kind of redeveloped industrial park. It used to be the industrial heart of the city of Milwaukee over 100 years ago, and it's now been reinvigorated as a new industrial park. So connecting with those businesses was a great way, one, to kind of show them the value the trail has in their backyard, and to their employees and their wellness initiatives and just kind of the feel of their neighborhood. But then also through those businesses, connecting with their employees, we've long had a strong connection with the businesses, and of course the group, the Menominee Valley Partners, who is kind of the business association for the group and the community development organization there. But then also having good ties with a lot of the community organizations. As you mentioned earlier, Randy, we have about 450,000 people that live within a short ride of the trail, which represents a diversity of neighborhoods in Milwaukee and in West Dallas and Wauwatosa. And so building strong connections with different neighborhood groups, whether it's a neighborhood association or community development nonprofits that are active in the area, or one of our strongest partners, some of our strongest partners are the Urban Ecology Center and 16th Street Community Health Centers and the Wisconsin Bike Fed. So having strong relationships with other strong neighborhood and nonprofit groups really kind of builds our networks and help us identify people who might have a good skill set or a connection to the trail, and then kind of work with them one-on-one to bring them into the fold of the Friends group and the board.
It seems that you have a group of volunteers that are very keen on social media, in trail promotion, and keeping the great looking website up to date. How does this fit in with the Hank Aaron State Trails marketing strategy?
Well, that's key, because I mean, being in a large urban area, I don't want to say we compete with other trails and other parks and whatnot, because we all see ourselves as part of the same family and network and community. But we do have to get our name out there so people realize we do exist and that we're an amenity they can come out and use. So I really got to give credit to some of our board members and many of our volunteers who spend countless hours, putting together social media content, updating our website. And then, of course, we do have one part-time person who does work for us, our Jill Merritz, our events and outreach coordinator, and she's just been fantastic. And her position is previously filled by other folks who did that job very well too. So most of our funds go to some of our programming and to support Jill's position, which really helps us get a lot of the work done, because as a volunteer board, people put in a lot of time, but having someone dedicated to it weekly can really help push things towards completion. And so I give a lot of the credit to, all the credit actually really, to our volunteers and to Jill. So they do a fantastic job.
That's marvelous. Now, the organizers of the Hank Aaron Trail have reached out to absolutely everyone to utilize the trail, to enjoy the trail, to volunteer to help at the trail. Can you describe some of the ways everyone benefits from this trail?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're a bit unique in that we're an urban trail. You know, most of the state trails are going through kind of beautiful natural settings. But that gives us a special opportunity in that we're used by many commuters daily who are going to and from work and school and other places. And so that's pulled in a lot of users into the trail. We partner with a lot of organizations to do events on the trail, which pull people in. So whether it's our run walk, which I talked about, which we've been doing this last year, we celebrated our 20th anniversary of our run walk, which every year pulls in somewhere between 1,200 and 1,400 folks usually. The last few years, we started a new event in partnership with the Urban Ecology Center. We call it Urban Candlelight Hike, where we do a candlelight hike out on the trail in the middle of February, because people are starved for outdoor recreation in the middle of winter. So that's been a huge success. But then we have smaller volunteer opportunities, our stew crews, which help kind of adopt sections of the trail and keep them clean and things like that. We have volunteers who do guided tours along the trail in certain sections. So for example, we have a series we call Walk the Hank throughout the summer months, where people can come and get guided tours of different sections of the trail. We've had artists who've put up artwork along the trail. We've actually done a lot of work in the last, actually since the start of the trail. So you'll find artwork all along the trail, and you can find on our website kind of a description of the various art. And we're very proud to say we just completed our largest ever art installation, a $250,000 series of sculptures by local artist Richard Taylor, commemorating the Milwaukee Road Shops, which is where many railroads were built right along the trail, you know, over the last 100 years. And so we have people get engaged all sorts of different ways like that. We've had others kind of build furniture for the trail, work on some of our kiosks, and then through board service and the things you mentioned earlier, through our promotional materials and at our events, and just helping spread the word so people know about it. And then, of course, one other interesting way that we've engaged people and brought them out on the trail is partnering with the Wisconsin Bike Fed to sponsor some bike adventure camps over the last, I think, over 10 years we've been doing that now, where they hold week-long bicycle camps with students that live in neighborhoods near the trail, which culminate at the end of the week with a guided ride out on the trail. So once they're done with the camp, they'll know how to get back and ride along the trail, which then they, of course, tell their families about, and their families tell their family and friends, and it just kind of snowballs into more people using the trail.
What are your plans? What are the plans for the state trail in 2021?
So we've got a lot of plans. I first should say that I want to recognize Melissa Cook, who is the only Hank Aaron State Trail manager for the entire history of the trail, who just retired this past year. So not only is 2020 kind of a difficult year in general for all the reasons we know, but it was also a year of transition for the Hank Aaron State Trail. So we owe a debt of gratitude for Melissa and everything she's done for the trail and the Friends group over the last 20 years. But we're also very excited to begin working with Angela Vicchio, our new trail manager, and she also manages Lakeshore State Park here in Milwaukee, which lies on the east end of the trail. So that's a great place to either end or begin your ride if you're visiting from out of town. And so there's some transition for us there, and we're excited to get up to speed with Angela, and she has a lot of exciting ideas for the trail. But we actually just had a meeting earlier today with some board members and Angela, where we're excited to embark on a new signage plan for the trail. Because now that the trail is finally complete, we have all the pieces in place. We realize with a lot of people coming from out of town to use it for the first time, we got to help people figure out where to go. Where does the trail start? Where can you pick it up? What are the destinations? So we'll be working on the next few months on a signage plan, and then hopefully come summer, rolling it out, and you'll start seeing new signs pop up all along the trail, which should be very nice for users from out of town, especially.
I want to congratulate you and your entire committee, not only for the award, but for your leadership and dedication to the Hank Aaron State Trail. Any final comments?
Well, I just want to say thank you again, Randy, for the recognition and from the organization. But yeah, first and foremost, I got to share this with all our board and all our volunteers and our many partners and our DNR staff, because they put in a ton of work. I'm just the guy who makes sure the meetings are happening, make sure everyone's there. And then once they're all mixed, the magic happens and they really kind of move projects forward. So thank you much, Randy. It's, it's been a trying year, but we're very excited for 2021 and what we're going to take on in the coming year. And of course, it's the end of the year, so I'm going to go buy my state parks and trail pass any day here now. And I'm excited to take the kids and head out to the state parks and trails next year in 2021.
On behalf of the FWSP Network of Friends, Dan, thank you for taking a few minutes out, chat with us on this day. And please remember, everyone, to enjoy your state park. Take a trail less traveled, walk in a state forest listening to the wind, and have fun in your favorite recreational area.